This is ABC7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Manatee County is looking ahead to the future, and we're not just talking about next year.
State officials joined county and local officials today as part of the Florida 2030 conversation. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us live in Lakewood Ranch with details on what areas this group is focusing on. Rick?
Yeah, Haley and Scott, right now the Florida Chamber is meeting with counties throughout the entire state looking ahead to the year 2030. Today, it was Manatee County's turn.
If we don't get this right, we can slide in some of our competitiveness.
That's why Tony Carvajal and his colleagues at the Florida Chamber came to Manatee as part of this two-year research project called Florida 2030.
We're looking at a very broad spectrum of issues, talent, education, infrastructure, water, quality of life, everything that is going to impact a community's competitiveness for the long term.
Tuesday's town hall meeting at the Chamber in Lakewood Ranch featured representatives from the school district, county and local government, businesses, and nonprofits. Some of the issues addressed included workforce development, affordable housing, and transportation. Michael Gallen, Vice President of Public Policy and Small Business with the Manatee County Chamber of Commerce, tells us the year 2030 will be here before we know it, so he says it's important to be ready.
Part of addressing these challenges is for us to be aware of what the challenges are so that then our community can wrap our arms around it and have these conversations and get the stakeholders together.
State officials say by the year 2030, 6 million more people will call Florida home, and it's projected that 2 million more jobs will be needed.
I think Manatee County has a good outlook, and so we can stay ahead of the curve and prepare for the jobs of the future.
And as part of this project, the Florida Chamber will meet with all 67 of Florida's counties within the next couple of months. Reporting live from Lakewood Ranch this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
Thank you, Rick. A follow-up now on a project in the works in Venice. Today, the Venice City Council approved the consent of easement for the Army Corps of Engineers' proposal to move the sewer lift station at the South Jetties. The project calls for the city to replace the lift station with a new gravity pipe. If the city does that, a popular eatery near the jetties, Anita's Sandcastle concession station, can stay in its current location.
Visit Sarasota County describes the beaches along Manasota Key as a hidden gem of the county. But now that hidden gem is disappearing and leaving some homes there in danger. When Tropical Storm Colin came through in June, it eroded beaches along the Key in both Charlotte and Sarasota counties. Charlotte County's commissioners even declaring a state of emergency. As Hermine approached, residents tried using sandbanks to protect their property, but they proved nearly useless, only making a bad situation worse.
I want to spend the rest of my life here, even though I don't expect it to be 10 more years, but I wanted to spend it here, and now I'm not sure I can spend the rest of the summer here.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, we'll hear from residents about how efforts to protect their homes with rock redments and others stalled by red tape from county governments.
Governor Rick Scott is in Washington, D.C. to ask congressional leaders for immediate funding to fight Zika. The mosquito-borne virus, which can also be transmitted sexually, is particularly dangerous to pregnant women because it can cause severe birth defects. The governor is expected to meet with Florida Senator Marco Rubio and House Speaker Paul Ryan, among others. President Obama asked Congress to allocate $1.9 billion for the Zika fight in February, but Congress has been unable to agree on a funding plan.
We've got to focus on how do we take care of all of our developing babies, how do we take care of every pregnant woman in our state, and part of it is making sure the federal government does their job.
Updated numbers have just come in today. 799 Florida residents have been infected with Zika over the past several months, including 70 non-travel related infections.
Numbers keep going up.
It's scary. Yeah.
All right, let's get a check on the weather outside right now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Hi, Bob.
Well, it was a hot one today. In fact, I was in long sleeve shirt today and long pants because doing some yard work, keeping away from the mosquitoes, right? And going around the yard, emptying any kind of water as well. As a result of some rainfall that moved through yesterday. Now, not as much rain today. Now, there's an area of low pressure right here located over North Florida. This low pressure area will continue to move off to the north and then to the northwest. You can see some rotation. It's a rather broad area of low pressure right now, and since it's over land, we are not anticipating this to develop into anything significant, at least over the next couple of days. And you can see from the radar review, we've had a few brief showers around earlier near Osprey and also just to the east of I-75, but those have since moved on and pushed off to the northeast. You see that quick line. I think we'll start to see more of that action, though, as we move into later tonight and on Wednesday. Showers pretty strong in Arcadia with some lightning there, but that's moving to the northeast. Not much going on near the coast, so if you have some plans this evening, you should be okay for the time being. But late tonight, I think some development in the Gulf of Mexico will move onshore, and we could even see some thunder and lightning around. Dew point right now at 76 and winds out of the southwest at 13. The pressure 29.98 inches. Well, much more in the forecast coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. For a second full day, Hillary Clinton is at home resting. The Democratic presidential nominee may be off the campaign trail, but her high-profile surrogates are busy on it. Running mate Tim Kaine held events in Michigan, and President Obama rallied her supporters in Philadelphia this afternoon.
So even though I've run my last campaign, I am going to work as hard as I can this fall to elect Hillary Clinton as our next president of the United States of America.
Donald Trump's running mate Mike Pence was in Washington to meet with House Republicans. Pence rebuked Clinton for calling half of Trump's supporters a basket of deplorables and demanded a full-fledged apology. Donald Trump's top aides in Florida say they have a strategy to win the closely divided state. Hillary Clinton has 51 offices in Florida and about 500 paid staffers. Trump is still opening offices with a few dozen more planned. Trump has about 30 paid staffers, along with about 80 field staffers from the Republican Party. Trump aides say they have volunteer chairmen in each Florida county supervising thousands of volunteers in an effort to reach voters. Still, Democrats and even some Republicans question whether Trump has the right approach for this battleground state.
The Oslo Repertory Theater in Sarasota wants to make sure that all of its customers can enjoy the shows. The Oslo recently installed a state-of-the-art hearing loop system throughout the theater. It significantly improves the sound quality for those with hearing loss. The hearing loop is connected to the sound system. Now, all patrons have to do, they just flip a switch on their hearing aid or their cochlear implant to activate the loop.
I think that it will make it very comfortable for them. It won't, it will amplify the sound in a very positive way. It's not an interfering technology, so I think it will make them very comfortable.
The device will be ready for the Oslo's first production this fall, which is Guys and Dolls.
Yeah, I would think pretty much every theater needs around here needs that sort of thing.
I'm just thinking the same thing. Yeah,
it's such a common thing for our population here with hearing loss, you know?
Yeah.
Well, still to come in your Suncoast News, 2 warnings for people who regularly wear contact lenses.
How you can tell if the lenses are counterfeit, plus which washouts are being recalled. Those stories are straight ahead in Health News.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
Welcome to the all-new Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice.
Seymour smiles.
Seymour quality selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
Seymour for your trade.
Seymour Savings.
It's the Buick 2016 model year sale down. Now get 20% below MSRP on select Encore models in stock. That's nearly $5,000 below MSRP on the 2016 Buick Encore.
Seymour now at Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice. Go to SeymourBuickGMC.com.
Now to 2 warnings involving eye care products. 2 eye wash solutions are being recalled, and imported color contact lenses are under scrutiny. ABC7's Alex Redmond joins us now with the hidden dangers of these products. Alex.
That's right, Haley. We only have 2 eyes and we have to protect them. Now, commonly used eye irrigation solutions are voluntarily recalled and counterfeit contacts are exposed.
It's important to use sterile, clean solution. And I give many eye injections, and typically we use betadine solution to help clean the eye to help prevent infection. And then we use the eye irrigating solution afterwards.
Retina specialist Dr. Joshua Malley explains eye wash solutions are used to flush out dust or debris from under the eyelids.
We typically use it if someone gets a chemical injury and maybe they get a splash of chemicals inside their eye. It's very important to wash out the eye thoroughly.
But now a voluntary nationwide recall of 2 eye wash solutions distributed by major pharmaceuticals and Rugby Laboratories is posted on the FDA website.
There may be some contaminant or microbe or some kind of bacteria in the solutions that may be dangerous to the public and may cause eye infections.
So if you're concerned about the eye wash or the eye irrigation that you are buying, what you need to do is consult with your ophthalmologist. There's another eye product concern around fall festivities.
Maybe I'll go the scary route, and if I do, perhaps colored contacts are the route to go.
24-year-old Brandon Williams works for Feld Entertainment and, like many young people, turns to the internet.
My first instinct would be to check Amazon and see if they have it, but the thing that would scare me is if they are healthy for my eyes.
Cornea specialist Dr. Brian Foster says the very young are most at risk.
With Halloween coming up, a lot of kids are going on the internet just to get contacts from whoever.
Now the owner of Candy Colored Lenses, a major online colored contact lens business, pleads guilty in the largest ever investigation of counterfeit and misbranded contact lenses in the United States.
I would definitely, as a parent, want my children getting them from a reputable source and checking with their optometrist or ophthalmologist to make sure they're safe.
These colored contact lenses were imported from the People's Republic of China and South Korea. They were also sold without FDA authorization in the U.S. Many bore labels with counterfeit trademarks for Vision Fresh Look color blends, which are manufactured by a familiar name, Novartis International AG.
And Alex, what are the health concerns of these lenses?
The health concerns are that some of these lenses were sold and they're contaminated with potentially hazardous bacteria. So I think that people really need to be careful about that. So if you're not sure, consult with your ophthalmologist, your optician, or your optometric doctor.
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely. You should definitely ask the medical professional, though. Don't order them online.
Yeah, that's always a safe bet. Yeah. Thank you, Alex. Now let's head over to Bob and get a check on our forecast.
Thanks, Haley. I'll tell you, a beautiful day today. Really, all in all, a few showers have moved on through, but this is the Van Wezel webcam looking out toward the Ringling Bridge here. Time lapse from 2 o'clock, and you can see just a few fair weather cumulus clouds, but then once in a while, some showers pushing on by in the Gulf of Mexico. That was that activity right around 4 o'clock. And then, for the most part, the storms offshore have been staying there, but that's going to change tonight. Here's what we have: an area of low pressure, which the National Hurricane Center, by the way, gives a 40% chance of developing into the newest tropical storm. The good news is that it's over land. You have to realize that we're close to the peak of hurricane season. Water temperatures are extremely warm, so we're kind of lucky that this is over land right now and it's moving northward. The area of low pressure appears to be right here. It's moving off to the west-northwest at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. It's going to slow down a little bit, but it's going to be close enough to us that it's going to draw a lot of this moisture right on into the sun coast, I think, over the upcoming 24 to possibly 48 hours. Now, as far as the storm reports go, there have been numerous reports of wind blowing as high as 63 miles an hour. So the Hurricane Center are kind of concerned about that, and they may have to name this system. Now, there's also been a tornado reported near Sebastian, and also all these storm wind reports are about 40 miles an hour right there. This one measured at 40 miles an hour, and this one just at around 326 this afternoon. Up the coast, there's lots more. In fact, near Palm Coast, the wind gust up there, as I mentioned, there's 60 miles an hour. And another one just to the south, measuring up to 63, and looks like that one is 41 near Flagler Beach. But I mentioned just to the north there, 63 miles an hour. And that's fairly high as far as a wind gust goes, as you know. Look at all this, too. This is something to note. This is Sanibel right here. And just over the last half hour, you can see an explosion of storms, and notice the motion. It's to the north. So we're going to see this activity later on tonight. So if you have any plans, do them now. And it looks like over the next couple of hours should be okay near the coast. Arcadia now getting rid of that heavy rainfall as it moves off to the north. We're going to get a lot of this motion feeding into that low pressure area. Even though it's moving away from us, we'll still see that west or southwest wind, and that will bring us a good chance for showers and storms, and pretty numerous too, which will cause some localized street flooding. 86, a few clouds around. The dew point is at 76, and the pressure is at 29.98 inches. And you can see the rotation and spin right there. The area of low pressure appears to be right there between Orlando and Gainesville, pushing to the north-northwest. And then look at all this moisture starting to fill in over the southeast Gulf of Mexico, which will be bringing us some moderate to heavy rainfall throughout the day on Wednesday. There it is. The forecast tracks and paths have it all over after day 3. Some of them taking it back out over into the Atlantic. Some areas, again, some models taking it and actually dissipating it by this weekend. And we have Ian way out there in the Atlantic, not doing a whole lot. And as far as the tropical moisture goes, it will be sticking around, I think, with showers and storms at any time, even during the morning. A line moving on through, and then we'll see some more shower activity through the late morning, afternoon, and then the activity still kind of intensifying along the center as it moves back out over the Atlantic there. Some onshore flow will bring us a chance for showers and a few storms throughout the day on through Wednesday. As far as temperatures go, well, it's warm in Chicago now, 84 degrees there, and 66 in Denver, 81 in Wichita, and 58 into Omaha. You can see a front right there for boaters. Winds will be generally out of the south to southwest tomorrow at 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be 2 feet or less with a light chop. The next high tide will be at 12:07 and another high tide at 11:09. The extended forecast looks like this. Good chance for showers and storms tomorrow, some of them heavy at times, so we could see some heavy rainfall. And then the rain chances staying fairly close to seasonal averages right through the weekend and early next week. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. No accidents right now, but traffic is backed up in the northbound lanes of US 301 in Manatee County near State Road 64.
Wells Fargo is making some changes to try to regain customer confidence. The company says it is now getting rid of its sales goals for retail bankers. Last week, Wells Fargo agreed to pay a $185 million fine and refund $5 million in fees wrongly charged to its customers. It also fired 5,300 employees who opened false accounts to meet sales goals. Employees say they were under pressure to meet unrealistic goals or lose their jobs. iPhone lovers are going for the upgrade. According to T-Mobile and Sprint, the 7 and 7 Plus pre-sales are through the roof. Both carriers say pre-orders are up nearly 4 times from the previous 2 models, the iPhone 6 and the 6S. Sprint says pre-orders are up more than 375% in the first 3 pre-sale days compared to last year. Apple did not release its first weekend sales figures.
Pandora is getting ready to take on Spotify, Apple Music, and other competitors. The internet radio company plans to offer a new $10 monthly streaming music service and a second, cheaper option. Pandora says the new subscription services will give users more control over which songs they want to hear. Both options will be available before the end of the year.
Entertainment news is next. Stay with us, everyone.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ for only $299 per month, or a 2016 Lincoln MKX, Lincoln's premium sports utility vehicle, for $339 per month. We also have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Drive with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty and complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, family owned and operated, and winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, and when you're ready to sell, you'll get more money back. Come fall in love with the longest-lasting vehicle in its class, the Subaru Outback. Or lease a new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing right now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Some major drama on the dance floor on the season premiere of ABC's Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, 2 protesters were arrested after rushing the stage heading for Olympic swimmer Ryan Lochte. Right after Lochte made his dancing debut and the judges were about to begin their critique, 2 men rushed the stage. The show stayed in split screen, not showing the commotion off screen, and the host, Tom Bergeron, quickly went to a commercial break. Soon after, ABC News released video that shows the protesters and security quickly jumping into action, tackling one of the men. Some audience members were also sporting anti-Lochte shirts. The security scare last night frightened some of the stars.
I'm in shock. I mean, I've never experienced this on 19 seasons I've done on Dancing with the Stars.
It was definitely quite scary. We didn't know what was going to happen.
Protesters were arrested and booked for trespassing.
The Jackie Kennedy biopic Jackie will be released right around Oscar season. Jackie, starring Natalie Portman, has been acquired by Fox Searchlight. It has been the most hotly pursued film since its Venice Film Festival debut last week. Fox Searchlight plans to release the movie on December 9th. A group of A-list celebrities will help honor Bill Murray when he's presented with the nation's top prize for humor. The Kennedy Center announcing today the lineup of performers for the next month's celebration of Murray, who will receive the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. It includes David Letterman, 2 of Murray's Ghostbusters co-stars Dan Aykroyd and Sigourney Weaver, Jimmy Kimmel, Aziz Ansari, and many others. The event will take place on October 23rd. What a star-studded group there. Wouldn't you love to be at that?
And they all, love working with him and want to celebrate his career, which has been so brilliant over the years.
Yeah, I mean,
so varied.
And if you have all those people supporting you who are great humor talents in their own, then you must be fantastic.
Yeah. More news and weather coming up right after this. Stay with us.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.